All right, class. Here is a tutorial on how to add some text for some custom signage in your library. So you can kind of see here, I put a couple up already. Keystone library, and in particular, maybe even indoors if you want to add some signs for the bathrooms, or just in general adding some custom signage. For example, I did one. I made a little cafe area, for example, which is loading right now. So I put the word cafe there, for example. Okay, so again, a couple ways you can do this. First off, get to a view where you're looking at what you want to, where you want to place it. And to kind of get us started here, maybe I'll just add another one here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set a plane. So you want to set a work plane. So you hit that set button. I'm currently under the architecture tab. I generally will pick a plane. You can choose any sort of plane that's flat surface and just hit OK. So I'm going to pick a flat surface. Maybe just for kicks here, I'll put one on the floor. Okay, so once I have a plane set, then I'm going to come over here to model text. Okay, model text, this is still under architecture tab, so model text. And I'll just type what I want to right here. So maybe I'll just type the word eat. Okay, so let's type that here. And notice that as I'm dragging this around, this is going to show up on the bottom of the plane I selected. So in this case, I selected the floor. So I can just click wherever I want to place it. And right now you can see it lifted up pretty high. So I'm going to select that text. And you can mess around with this as much as you want. The depth, let's just go ahead and do that 2 inches. So that will make it a little bit flatter to the surface as it loads there. So you can see that. You can also change the size of it. So I'm going to come over here and go edit type. And anytime I'm doing this, I'm actually going to hit duplicate. So it's a completely new set. Right now it's set 24 inches aerial, which is 2 feet in size. So I'm going to duplicate that. And let's say, I don't know, I'll go crazy here. I want to make this twice as big. So I'll make that 48 inch. We'll stick with aerial for now. And then when I come here to change the text size, I can change that to 4 feet. Feel free to mess around with the font as well if you want to change the font, whatever you want that to be. Hit OK, and it'll eventually update. It should be twice as big now. Again, I can just drag this around wherever I want it to be. And there's my text showing up. Okay. You can also, right now it's kind of a generic gray color. If you wanted to, you can come over here to materials and elements, hit the little 3 dots. And you can change that to whatever you want, maybe gray brick instead, for example. Hit OK. Probably won't see a huge difference right now because I'm rendering it in. Oh no, you can still see it's kind of brick. Right, so if you wanted to, you can mess around with some different materials, colors, things like that, doing that. So that's kind of how you create some custom signs. As I showed you already, I would probably do at least the main entrance, some sort of Keystone library or whatever you want to call it. And then definitely bathrooms. I think I have it set already for my upstairs bathroom. I would include that as well, like a men's and women's. And so then when I go to render, I'll have some signage, makes it look nice and neat, and can also be a nice little way of tracking where what different rooms are.